Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I have some M4A3 gameplay for you. Now the first clip that you're going to see is not from the actual game that I'm going to show you. This is just a separate clip of another game that I played that I kind of want to show you guys. I do apologize a little bit because the actual gameplay that I have to show you might not be all that interesting, but well, I guess you will have to be the judge of that in the end. Now, first target is just a casual little Panzer III, but the main interesting part is what comes right now, and this basically highlights one of the reasons why I love the 76 Shermans so much. I hear a heavy tank engine, like a big beefy tank, and I see a Tiger around the building, and obviously, you know, you're not in a tank that you can kind of confidently side scrape with, or just, you know, go out with and take a quick snapshot, because especially your side armor is mediocre at best. So I'm in a bit of a pickle here. I have some friendlies behind me, but they're busy with killing some other tanks, so I'm a little stuck here, and I just think, well, maybe I should wait. But then he pokes out a little, and I want to try and shoot his gun, but out of nowhere, there comes a Panther G, and, well, I obviously just shot, so he's going to come around the corner, but it's not going to be in time before I reload, and that is one thing I want to highlight about the Sherman 76 tanks, is their reload is really, really good, and the APHE shell is... it's not fantastic in terms of penetration, but the damage it does is definitely enough. Now, before we head over to the actual gameplay, I also obviously want to wish you guys happy holidays for if you celebrate Christmas. Now, let's get on with the video then. Now, a very quick notice, this gameplay is recorded from before the patch 1.65, so Japanese tanks were not added into the game. And here, you see another feature why I like the 76 Shermans. They are very easy to shoot on the move. But as you saw there, I saw just a very slim part of his tank, and I got quite lucky with actually killing him. But that enables us to move on to the next target. It is a KV-1B from the Germans with a 75mm gun. Now my shot bounces off the front plate, front hull, glacis, whatever, just the middle plate basically. But the Comet finishes him off. And one thing that I like to do, especially in this Sherman, is stay on the move, because especially with the American tanks, especially the Shermans, it is a lot easier to shoot on the move because it has the semi-stabilized gun, basically like you have on the T-10 and the Carnarvon and all that sort of tanks. And this tank in particular, the M4A3, has a little bit more grunt in the engine, which is why it actually is my favorite of the 76mm Shermans, apart from maybe the Jumbo, but then again the Jumbo is a little bit difficult to play. Now, I'm a little proud of that shot because it just went in between the buildings, and right here is where this gameplay could have ended very fast for me. This Panzer IV is by far one of the most sneaky guys I have ever seen. I did check my left just a little bit, but he was just in the street, so I couldn't see him in time. But thank God one of our friendlies, I don't know which one exactly it was, put a shot into him which alerted me to his presence, so we could finish him off. Now, what I wanted to do here initially is go over the top and drop down and try and get the cap, and then I notice a Hetzer, and one thing about the Hetzer that I have noticed that has always stuck with me, once I played against a Hetzer and I peppered the rear of the tank with 50 cals and I killed it, so I tried to do that, but the 50 cal doesn't have enough gun depression. Now, I also see the Austrian, I kind of want to pepper him to see whether he's the one that just got killed, but again, the 50 cal doesn't have enough gun depression, and then out of nowhere, there is a Panzer IV, and that shows you once again how well this tank behaves at shooting when it's on the move. Now, also there was a whirlwind, although he seemed to be firing HE or a mix of the stock belt because of the green tracers, so he didn't really do anything. And then we also spot ourselves a truck, an SBA truck, which doesn't really pose a threat to me because he's more occupied with someone else. Now with those 3 taken out, we can once again proceed further into their spawn and try and win the game. Now I see 2 Panzer IVs right in front of me, one of which gets taken out by the P-47, and then I shoot at the other one because if he would have died by the P-47 he would have probably exploded. Now I just take a quick look to my left because I noticed on the map a little ago while we were engaging the Panzer IV that there was a little marker there, but he has already been taken out by someone. Now this is something that I always do. I don't really know why. I think it just helps out the team that when you kill someone and you didn't explode their ammo or something like that, that you pepper them with your MG so that your friendlies know that he is dead. Now very little happens in this game from this point on. I do kill another verbal wind, but I mean that's just after a little while of waiting. And there's 2 guys that are still alive somewhere around the map. I try and go look for them, but I don't find them because I'm a little too slow for that, even though the Sherman is pretty fast. This one especially, I am not fast enough. Now, nothing interesting really happens from this point on, as I said. I will leave it running for you guys, just for a little bit, so that you can see the kill on the verbal wind. But one thing I will say again, remember, happy holidays, and I hope you have a great Christmas, and I will catch you guys in the next one.